Hello, wonderful souls, and welcome back. This is a quick energizing vinyasa sequence to get the blood flowing. Feel free to grab some props near you in case you need to modify. We'll be starting at the back of the mat, standing in Tadasana. Plant your feet firmly into the earth, rooting down. Energize your fingers towards the ground and lift the crown of your head towards the sky as you relax your shoulders. Start to connect with your breath. On your next big breath in, reach your arms up tall, folding forward as you exhale. Rolling all the way up the spine, take a deep breath in, hands reach high. Hands to heart center, exhale. Again like that, inhale, reach up high. Uttanasana, folding forward, exhale. Rolling up the spine, arms reach high, inhale. Hands to Anjali Mudra, exhale. Interlace your fingers behind and open up through your chest, folding forward, slight bend in the knees. Come into a halfway lift, keeping the arms clasped behind, folding forward as you exhale. Then release the clasp of your hands, bring your hands to the mat, walking them forward and coming to a high plank. Lower the knees to the floor and your chest, scooping the chest forward to cobra. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, melting the chest to the floor. Tuck your toes and make your way to a child's pose. Big toes to touch, space between the knees. Then from here, we're going to round the spine as we inhale, coming to an up dog or a cobra. As you exhale, pushing your hips back to our child's pose. Big breath in, round your spine forward, up dog. Pressing the hips back to the heels to child's pose. Last time, inhale. Push it back as you exhale. And then go ahead and tuck your toes as you lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Gazing to the toes, and you're welcome to pedal out your dog by bending one knee, straightening the other. And look to the front of your mat and take a big step forward. Coming into a halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Melting the chest, exhale. Root to rise, arms reach high, take a big breath in. Hands to your heart center, exhale. Tall mountain, inhale, gaze up. Folding forward, exhale. Elongate the spine, halfway lift. Plant the hands and step your right foot back. Coming into our low lunge, option to drop the knee or keep it lifted. Really sinking into the hips here. From here, plant the right hand under the shoulder, left arm peels up to the sky for a twist, gazing to that hand. Bring the hand back to the mat. And let's come up to our high lunge, reaching the arms high to the sky. Strong core. And then from here, we're going to drop and twist over to the left side. Left arm extends back, right arm reaches forward. Drop the left arm to the back of the thigh, right arm reaches up and over, shining your heart to the sky. Come through a high lunge, just a transition as we come into our warrior two. Back foot comes in line with the short edge of your mat. Arms extend outwards, gazing over your front fingers. Navel draws in and up. Then flip your front hand, paint the sky as you reverse your warrior. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring your hands to the mat, stepping the back foot forward. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Inhale. Melting the chest as you exhale. Come up to rise, arms extend to the sky. Inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Other side. Inhale. Reach high. Bow down as you exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Plant the hand, step the left foot back, coming into a low lunge. Keeping the spine long. Movement is welcome here. And then from here, peeling the right arm to the sky, coming into our twist, gazing to our top hand. Bring the hand back to the mat. Let's come up to our high lunge. Arms reach high beside your ears. Electrify the fingers. Let's open up to the right side, extending the left arm forward. Right arm reaches back. Then lowering the right hand down, left arm reaches up and over, breathing space into the ribs. Come through center, through a high lunge, and then opening up to our warrior two. Take a breath here. And go ahead and flip your front hand or a line across the sky, reverse your warrior. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, coming to warrior two, windmill the hands meets the mat, stepping the back foot forward, halfway lift. Inhale. Bow down, exhale. Root to rise, arms reach really high. Inhale. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. When you're ready, root through your left foot as you raise your right knee. Focus on your drishti point, that gaze point. Then from here, begin to extend your right leg back behind you for Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Lengthen from the heel to the crown of your head. And then with control, bring your back foot to the mat, coming into our Warrior 2. Arms peel outwards. Then Skandasana, side lunge to the back of your mat, straightening your front leg and carefully bending into your right knee. Root into your left heel and your right foot, keeping your body stable and your chest lifted. Remember, you don't need to come all the way down if this doesn't feel comfortable. And another option is to lift your right heel. Let's spin to face the back of your mat. Hands frame your right foot, straighten your front leg, and take a mini step forward with your left foot, placing it down on a 45-degree angle for our pyramid pose. Blocks on either side of the foot if this feels better for you. When you're ready, take a bend in the front knee and stepping forward, coming to a halfway lift straight away, folding forward as you exhale. Tall mountain, hands reach high, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Let's do the other side now, so lifting the left knee. Warrior 3, send your leg back. Take a big breath in. And then as you breathe out with control, planting the back foot down into Warrior 2, peeling the arms outwards, gazing over the front fingers. Skandasana at the front of your mat now. Straighten your right leg as you bend into your left knee, sinking down towards the front of your space. Keeping the left heel lifted if needed or not going down as low. go ahead and spin to face the front of your space, coming into pyramid pose. Straighten your left leg with the back foot planted down, facing forward as comfortably possible, using blocks if needed. Keeping a micro bend in the front knee. Then stepping forward, coming to a halfway lift, take a deep breath in, melting the chest, fold forward, exhale. Root to rise, hands reach high, inhale. Hands to heart center, soothing breath out. Do our last round with a Surya Namaskar A, sweeping the arms up high, take a deep breath in. Bowing forward, hinging the hips, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine, inhale. Chaturanga, elbows in, exhale. Upward facing dog or cobra, shine your chest forward, inhale. Downward facing dog, hips lift up and back, exhale. When you're ready, lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend your knee to open your hip and begin to move your knee in circles to warm up your hip. Then bring your knee forward behind your right wrist for pigeon pose, sliding your left leg back, flexing your front foot and melting your chest to the floor. You're welcome to come into reclined pigeon on the back if that feels more accessible. Begin to walk your hands towards you, tucking your back toe and lifting your right leg up and back. Then release the foot to the floor. Other side now, lifting the left leg high, bending the knee, open the hip, knee circles here. Then bringing the knee forward behind the left wrist, sliding the right leg back as you flex your front foot. Releasing to the ground, surrendering to this hip opening pose. Walk your hands towards you, lifting up your left leg behind you. And releasing it back to the ground, pedaling out your downward facing dog. And then go ahead and lower your knees to the earth. Come to find your way to a seated position, sit bones on the earth. Extend your left leg long in front as you bring the sole of your right foot to meet the inside of your left thigh. Hinge your hip as you release your torso over your left thigh. Switching sides now, extending the right leg with the left foot to thigh, then folding over the right thigh. And then coming out of this pose and extend both legs long in front of you for a seated forward fold. Begin to walk your hands in front, keeping the spine elongated. Maybe that's putting a strap around the balls of your feet, or just placing your hands beside you, keeping a nice long spine. Begin to walk your hands back towards you and come to lay on your back. Let's come into a supine spinal twist, picking your hips up and shift them to the right side. Draw your right knee to your chest and guide it over towards the left side with the left leg long. Right arm reaches out as you gaze to your right hand. closing down the eyes, slowing down your breath. Let's release out of this pose and come to the other side, shifting your hips over to the left side, left knee to chest and guiding it over to the right side as you gaze to your extended arm. And untwisting here, and draw both knees into your chest, squeezing into a tight ball. Take a big breath in this little tight ball. And as you breathe out, release into Shavasana. Legs extend long. Arms rest beside you, taking up lots of space here. Allow your body to be completely relaxed. Give yourself permission to surrender and let go. Begin to deepen your breath. You can invite some gentle movements into the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Bring the arms overhead for a full body stretch. And then make your way to a comfortable seated position when you're ready. Bring your hands together at your heart center, giving gratitude for yourself for making it to the mat today. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.